Hey guys, Jared Lintner here with Tackle Warehouse. And summertime is upon us, and I want to talk with you about one of my favorite baits of all time, the Heddon Super Spook. A lot of times during the year you can catch them on it, but especially during the summer. It's a great way to catch big fish and a lot of fish. You get into those situations where the fish might be schooling, or even if you're chasing individual big ones like out of standing timber or isolated laydown, things like that. You can really manipulate this bait, work it really fast, real sharp twitches, with your rod, or slow it down so that bait is just going side to side, real slow, methodical, and you're drawing those fish from a long distance. So one of my favorite colors is this right here. It's the TW Okie Bone. It's an exclusive color that Tackle Warehouse has, but any of your shad colors, like a lot of times if you get gin clear water, bright sun, you might want a ghost minnow style color. But like I said, that bait right there is highly effective, whether you're fishing around grass, rocks, laydowns, docks, lily pads. I mean, it's just really effective. So, all those types of structures, anywhere from, I've drawn them up as deep as 25, 30 foot on a, high sun, clear water situation. And then of course it works shallow as 6 inches. So variety of depths. Now let's talk about, the rod that I like. So it's imperative, kind of like a crankbait. You're dealing with a lot of treble hooks. You want a forgiving rod. You don't want a broomstick, like a heavy flipping stick that you're gonna pull those hooks out of the fish's mouth and away from the fish. So I use a 7/6 medium to medium heavy rod. The reason I like 7/6 is because this is a heavy bait. This isn't the Super Spook Junior, this is the full size one. And I'm making long casts. So the longer the rod and the way the rod loads up, which is your medium heavy, will allow you to throw that bait a long ways. And then once you hook them, it's got a little bit of parabolic action, but not so much. I've went back and forth. A lot of times I'll use a glass rod, but day in, day out, I'm using this 7/6 range. This here is a Tatula, regular Daiwa Tatula rod. I love the rod for the spook. Now the line, okay? You can see right here, I got straight braid. This is 50-pound SX1 by Sunline. I used to tie leaders, or even back in the day, I'll date myself, I used to throw nothing but nylon, so like a monofilament, which is gonna keep that bait up. But anymore, braided line, the diameters have gotten smaller. This here's the green color. If I really feel like it's necessary, I will tie a FG knot to a nylon leader, but I'd say 95% of the time I'm going straight braid. And even if you're fishing open water, the castability of it is second to none. Now, if you're fishing around grass, I've had some situations in Florida, even up at a Clear Lake in California. You hook a big one on grass, and if you have nylon line, you're gonna have a problem when that fish digs down in there. The braid will cut through the grass, you're gonna land that fish. Gear ratio. So I recommend at least a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel, because a lot of times you can't really overfish the bait, but if you're throwing say a 6.3 or less gear ratio, you're not gonna be able to walk the bait as effectively, and you're gonna actually wear yourself out. So a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel is a minimum. This here is a Tatula SVTW, and it just helps prevent backlashes, holds a lot of line, so I don't have to worry about running out of line on the end of a long cast, especially when I'm going with the wind. And stay tuned to Tackle Warehouse for more future videos on tips and techniques.